Hey, this is René. Welcome back for another video on this channel. Today I want to talk about my latest strategy development process, and this led to the performance or the backtesting performance that you can see here in the background. Let me give you some more numbers so you can get a better feeling for the strategy before I explain in detail how the strategy works and what I did here. It's a very, very simple strategy. Actually, everyone can copy this, and yeah. These are the key figures here. We can see the profit factor is very, very good, 1.26, tested on 100% historical tick data. So what strategy is this? This is my range breakout strategy that I talk about a lot on this channel, and I want to explain you how this strategy works exactly. Let me test it with 15 minutes data maybe in the visual mode, and I will explain exactly what we are doing here. But before we get to the actual strategy, make sure to also check out the new community that I created, which is the Automated Traders Elite. I will also link it below in a pinned comment probably, and this is a community. You can watch this video, I explain more. But yeah, I also share my strategy development and also the source code of my YouTube tutorials. So this is perfect for everyone who is seeking a community to learn more about automated trading, programming in general. I will also be there to help you with your coding issues. And yeah, it's just a place for everyone to connect and build profitable trading strategies together. Check it out if you're interested. And now let's get back to the test, which is actually loaded now. So you can see this is trading in USD Japanese yen. And I do trade the classical range breakout strategy, but I modified the settings a bit. So I have a slightly modified entry signal here and also a different trade management. So what I do here is, first of all, on every single day from 3 to 6, actually it's from 3 to 6, the program is searching for the highest and lowest point in this range. This range is then also drawn in the chart here, but this is of course just a visual effect. It's not really important for the strategy. And then at the end of this range, this 3-hour range, we place a buy stop and a sell stop order. Buy stop at the upper side of the range, sell stop order at the lower side of the range. And as soon as the first order is executed, this is what we just saw here, and we now have this one open trade, which is a buy trade. We then delete the sell stop order immediately. So we only trade one trade maximum per day, and then we just see how it goes. The stop loss for every trade is at the opposite side of the range. And then you can see here the market in this day is going up, then it's going down. So I will explain what happens if there is some kind of trade management or if the position is closed. But until this happens, there's really not a lot going on. Like the market is just moving up and down, and then at a fixed point of time, and here it is 20:55 server time, the trade will be closed. We can see it also in the history. So trade was open, and at 20:55 it was closed. On this day, there was no additional trade management. But if I fast forward to another day, and I told you I added some kind of trade management here, we will also see this on one of the next days. But before we see this, we also see here was a losing trade. And here we can now see that on this losing trade, I lost a little bit more than 500 USD, and this is because I use a fixed risk of 500 USD for every single trade, which is 0.5% in a 100K account. Of course, the loss can be a little bit bigger, and this is pretty normal because you can have slippage, you have trading costs, etc., etc. So it is a bit above the 500 usually, and this is, I think, also a backtesting issue with the tick value, but I don't want to get into detail here. I want to instead show you another trade here on the next day. And I'm just waiting actually so we can see the trade management here in action. And this will happen once the price is 1% in profit. Okay, I had to forward quite a bit, but here we can now see the trailing stop loss in action. And yeah, we can see it is actually triggered quite late because the trigger for this is 1% of profit, which is around 1,400 points here, or even close to 1,500 for USD Japanese yen at the moment. But then you can see there is a trailing stop loss triggered, and it is then moving in a distance of, I think, 0.6%. And the reason for this super not aggressive trailing stop loss is that usually in my range breakout trading, I do not use a trailing stop loss at all, because all of my tests, a lot of my tests have shown that it is a good idea to not trail the stop loss, because it gives the market some room to, or the trade some room to breathe, and you can really make huge profits on some days. But the recent tests have shown that if the market really goes up for a incredible big move, then it might be beneficial to use a trailing stop loss. So this is exactly what I'm doing here with these settings. So this is just to secure that if the market would come back after such a strong move, then we do have some kind of safety net where we can then close the trade if the market completely reverses. And this is, of course, mostly the case if there are some big news events. And yeah, it's just putting some additional stability, I would say, to the balance and equity curve. But yeah, here I'm really just testing for the current year right now with a visualized backtest, which is not really long term. So I will show you another long term backtest in a second. But first of all, let me stop this test and show you the settings. And also what we can see here already in the graph is a very good example of how this strategy works. As we saw, we have really a lot of losing trades, and losing streaks are completely normal. But then sometimes we have these very huge wins, and then we can really make up for the last X trades of losses. And this is because if we have a look at the inputs, we can see that we do not have a target. So I have a target factor of 0, which means there is no target for these trades. So the profit is pretty much unlimited, or can be unlimited. And yeah, as I said before, I risk about 500 instances of the currency that your account has, like USD, Euro, whatever your account is based on. And then I use a stop loss based on a factor of the range. In this case, as I said before, the range is the stop loss is always with a factor 1 at the opposite side of the range. This is where the stop loss is. And then we do have a range start time, which is here in minutes from midnight, which is 3 o'clock in the morning. The range duration is also 3 hours, so from 3 to 6. I showed this before, and it is also displayed here with this range. And then closing time is 1,255 minutes after midnight, which is nothing else but 2055. So you can see this is also where the lines here in the chart end. It's 2055, and then the trades will be closed if they are still open, and orders will be deleted if they were not executed until this point. Then we do have trading stop settings. Right now I do not use a break-even stop, but I use this TSL trigger, which is 1% of the position open price. And then there's the trading stop loss distance, which is 0.5%. So not 0.6, what I said before, but 0.5% of the current price. So if the price is 1% in profit, we activate this trading stop loss in a distance of 0.5%. Always behind the current market price, the stop loss will be traded, just to make sure that there are no reversals that take away all the profits. Then we do have maximum 1 buy trade, maximum 1 sell trade, and 1 trade maximum at all. So after the first trade, there will be no more trades this day. And then my minimum range percentage is 0. My maximum range percentage is 0.6. So if one of these ranges is bigger than 0.6% of the current price, the EA would also not trade. This does not happen very often, but sometimes it happens and then the EA does not trade. This is also just what I found out in my optimization runs. It improves the performance a bit, but this is of course not the most important point. I think the most important point is that this range seems to work very good, or it worked quite well in the strategy tester. And yeah, then this idea of this expert advisor overall is just to trade long-term trends during one day. And I will show you now again with these exact settings that I just explained before how this backtest looks if we really do a long-term backtest. So I will now use these exact settings, do a non-visualized backtest from 2013, so over 10 years up to 2024 for USD Japanese yen. And this underscore QDM just means that I took the data from the Quant Data Manager. This is a custom symbol, but even if it is a custom symbol, I have, whoops, where can I show you this? I have all of the commissions applied, so this is not manipulated in any way. So I will do this long-term backtest now again to show you one more time how this graph builds over the years. And yeah, you can test this strategy yourself if you're interested, or you can join, as I said before, join the school community to talk with me and other members about strategy, system development, and yeah, make your trading better, more consistent. Okay, there it is. So this test is now over. You saw how the balance was changing over the years. All in all, I mean, this is just a perfect looking balance in equity. And you could say this is over-optimized, curve-fitted, whatever. And of course, it's somehow it might be because it is based on backtesting and everything. But also, I cannot say this enough. I use this strategy for over 7 years, I think, now in live trading accounts with different settings, but it has been profitable pretty much ever since. So I'm pretty sure that it can also be profitable in the live account. And yeah, to give you some more insights, again, here are the backtests, and yeah, we can see the maximum drawdown was 17,000, which is 17% on the 100,000 initial deposit. And yeah, I think it was at this point here, but yeah, this is still absolutely okay, I would say, for a average return of like 10K per year. I think this is kind of okay. And yeah, these are the numbers, profit factor and recovery factor. I talked about this before. If you want to use this strategy, yeah, feel free to use it. I mean, I explained everything. It's not a secret. And I also show this a lot on my in my other videos and in my streams. Just wanted to share this for you or with you. And also, if you're interested to find a group to work on strategies and systems together, then make sure to join the school community. I would love to see you there. Get in touch. And yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Just a little update on my current strategy development process. I'm out. Have a great time. Good trades. Bye-bye.